Welcome to this online course on professional practice in civil engineering, and where we are learning about building, drawing and design using AutoCAD. In previous two sessions, we have started our first job, that is completion of the building floor plan. So today we will proceed in that series, and today's important topic is that how to create a simple elevation. So there are few important tips to draw a quick elevation for a given building plan, and that we will explore today. So as you know that it is our practice that we have created our building drawing template. So that I have saved it. So for all the setting requirement for our building drawing, we have already made available into that template. Then next step that we have done is we have saved that file by copying and renaming it. So we have created a duplicate copy of my building drawing template, and then we have given the name of the client to that file. Now that file we are using to create our building submission plan or upcoming drawings. So all that we will create using that AutoCAD file. So I will open to that file. Meanwhile, you can just type P for proceed in the chat box, and we will proceed for the today's learning. So here you can see that we have created one folder. So that folder is I have created on the D drive. So in the chat box, you can just give your signal that you are ready and you are listening to me, and we will proceed further. So now the first step is we can go to our desired folder. So I will open the folder from my computer. I will go to the D drive. On the D drive, my AutoCAD building drawing folder is available. So I will open this folder, and in yesterday's lecture, we have created this PVK ground floor plan. So this now I will right click and open. So with this, we are now going for our desired drawing file. So yesterday we have completed the building plan. So there are the few things are there which are again need to be added in our building plan. So we will talk more about that in today's lecture also, and we will quickly create a elevation of the building. So there are few important things to be known, that what are the standard dimension that we have to use. And today now we will talk more about creating the elevation that is for building submission purpose. Now once you have created the elevation, then after that you can enhance it. So this is actually a 2D drawing of the elevation of the building. So how to proceed for all that? So that we will also talk about. Now here in this building plan, uh, we have not added the staircase. So that also we will look forward in the upcoming classes. So for that purpose, now we will proceed for creating the elevation. So now the first step, important step, is that you have to go to the layer manager. And in the layer manager, we have not created any separate layer for the building elevation. So that now we have to create. So I will click on the new layer. So layer was created, and I will rename that. That is elevation. Now this elevation actually is a front elevation. So I can write down elevation front, or you can have a front view, or you can have a right side view, left side view, or back side view. Like that, you can rename. Presently, I am just giving that elevation front view. So all that names are very clear to this. So this is a elevation layer that I have created, and the color is only we have to kept it white. So this I have done. Now we will close this layer dialog box. Now the layer we have created, that is a elevation layer. So that we have to bring it to the top. So from this layer menu, we will open, I will click on this elevation front view. So that layer will come up. Now from this plan, we have to take the projection, and with the projection, we have to create the elevation here. So that all that thing we will do with the elevation thing. Now here again, we have to note down that we have created one additional layer. That layer is called as rough. So you can refer to this rough layer also, because this we require for creating the sum of the elevation. So what that is useful. So before that, I will just go to the layer manager once again, and I will ensure that the rough layer here, the printout was made off. So I will click on this. So this is the plot column. So in the layer property manager dialog box, for the rough layer that I have created with the yellow color, this is the plot. So it determines if the layer is plottable or not. So we will click this printer icon, so that the red symbol appeared here, and it indicates that whatever you have drawn on the rough layer, that will not get printed. That will be viewed on the screen, but that will not get printed. So that we require for the rough layer. So this setting you can do with your layer manager. Now that was done. Now what I will do, I want to take the projection of all this front side of our building. So for that purpose, we can use the rough layer. So this is the rough layer that I use, and using the rough layer, whatever the points you want to take to be indicated for the elevation, so we can take the vertical projection of that. So for that purpose, I will use the command that is called as construction line command. So this is the construction line command, so that I can use. And now here in the construction line command, there are various options. So I will go for V for vertical. Now my construction line will be vertical. And now with the object snap feature, we will click the every point from the plan, so that it is useful to create the elevation. So what I will do, I will click this corner. Then I want the line for the column. Then I also want the line for sajja, then for window border, then for this side of the window, then this edge of the sajja, then again this column edge, this column edge, and then this column edge and this column edge. Now even with this in our elevation, the sajja for the window is also available, so that we have to also take the projection of this sajja. So that also we will take. So same projection we have to take from the left side also. So that projection also I can take. So dear friends, you can see that for every point that can be referred for the elevation, that I have taken the projection of all these things. And now I will press the enter button, so the command will end. So that is the first important step that you can use. Now you are having most of the projections of the line, so that we have used on the we have drawn on the rough layer by using the construction line. Now we have to create the elevation at this location. So now that I will do with the line command. So here I will just create one straight line. Now see this. Now you can see that this line is part of the elevation. So what you have to do? I have to go to the this main layer, elevation layer. But at present, because I am trying to construct the elevation, so I will just take the all this line reference. So you can also see that this line you can also draw from only this end to this end, because only this much lines only we require. So that is also you can do. Now for the elevation of the building, we require various height lines or height marks. So that now you have to note down in your notebook that for elevation, what are the different dimensions we require. So first of all, we require the plinth level. So for that purpose, we will go to offset command, and I will give the offset height of the plinth at 900 millimeter, and I will offset this line on this side. So this was done. Then there will be a slab level. Now, dear friends, again you have to remember that your slab level should be as per your whatever the height of the staircase that you have decided. But as if you are knowing that in our building drawing class, we have talked about that what the height of the top of the slab can be taken. So generally that we take at 3150, that is 3.15 meter. So I will give the offset distance of 3150 meter. Then I will offset this line at the top. So this is the top of the slab. Now below that, if you want to show the slab line, so then you can take that line as 100 millimeter or 150 millimeter. So that you can do. So at present, I will take the slab offset of 100 and I will offset this line below side. Yes, this was the slab offset. Now in between these, there also I have to mark the lintel level and the sill level of the door and window. So for again, sill level, generally for residential building, it is 900. So I have taken the offset distance of 900, select this line and offset it upward. So that also we have done. Then we require the height of the door. So that is again for that lintel height we require, and that lintel height will be again 2100, that is 2.1 meter. So I have taken the offset distance of 2100 and now I will offset this plinth line to the top. So this was done again. Now at this level, so these are the major levels that we require. Instead of that, again you require to be shown the parapet. So that is again height of the parapet you can take as 1 meter. So you can offset, it may be generally 900 or 1000. So in this case, we will take the parapet height at 1000. So just we will go here and I will offset this line 1000 for the parapet. Now this way your grid for the building elevation was now done. So with this, now one by one we will proceed to prepare our building plan. So here for that you can go here. So for the purpose of the understanding of the heights, you can also show the dimensions here also. So that is also to be done. So how that can be useful, though, I will just go to the dimension menu and I will show one dimension that is from this to this. And this dimension, I am just all this, you have to remember that all this I am showing on the rough layer because this is not actually required, but we are using that. Now after that, I will go to the dimension menu. So here this 900 height I have shown, but I want to show this from the ground level. So this need to be shown from the here. So this is our ground level and this is our plinth level of 900. So that we have shown. Now we have to show the other distances. So for that, I will go to the dimension menu and I have to now show the baseline dimension. So I will type B for baseline and then the baseline menu or baseline dimension was selected. So that I have to select this line and from this line onward, you can show the height. So you can see that this is for lintel level. Yes, and now this is for the slab top level. So in this way, and this is at the building top. So in that way, you can show all these baseline dimensions. So even if you want, you can separate these. So I will end the command and now I will move all these 2 dimension little away so that it can be shown a little bit spacious. Now then this dimension also we will take and again we will move this also. Yes. Now I will save this drawing. So we have to remember that now when you are creating a professional project drawing, so after every 5 minutes, you have to click on this save button. So this is the save button on the top of the title bar of the program. So here you can understand very easily that my plinth height is 900 and from the plinth height, my lintel height is 2100 and my slab top is 3150 meter and the total height of the building, that is 4150, and then the plinth one is different. So you can just click here and you can edit the dimension. So it will be start from here. So this will give you the building height of 5050 meter. 3150 meter is the story height. 2100 meter is the lintel height. And in that way, you can quickly refer to this dimension. Now with this dimension shown, now we can use all these lines to create our elevation. So I have to go to the layer manager. On the layer manager, I will make the current layer as elevation front view. So this layer I have made it on. Now I want to show the ground level. So I will go here and now I will just draw one line from this to this. And this was the ground level. I want this little bit more. So instead of increasing on the both the end, what I will do, I will go to the midpoint, grip mode, stretch, move, rotate, scale, and I will type scale as 2. So that line length was get double. So, and it is maintained at the center. So that is a good practice to show the ground line. Now you have to remember this is a ground line. Now you have to show the plinth. So this plinth line you can also show. So it is very simple that you have to check out from the building plan. So plinth height is from, object is from this point to this point. So there you can draw a line. So indicating that from this point to this point, up to this point, up to this point, this is our plinth. So now this was done. After that, then there is a wall and then there is a slab. So here you can use again the line command. So from this line to this line and up to this, the top parapet I can show and I can take this down. So this was done. If you want at all in your elevation that the slab line shall be highlighted, so you can draw one rectangle here from this to this. So it indicates the slab thickness. Now this is to be done. Now with this, now you have to again refer to that where is your window and door. So now this first immediate two lines, they are made for the window. So we have to show the window and there is no any door in the elevation, front elevation. So you have to show the column line from this corner. So this corner I have shown, this corner I have to show, and there is a open column that the two lines also I need to show. So that I will do it here. So for that purpose, you can see that your column will go from this side to this side. I will just show up to lintel level only. And this line will also appear because from that, so from this direction, this is our line. So that line is continuing up to the slab level so that you can show it here. Now here we have to show the window. For that purpose, you know that already we have created the block. So I can go to the insert block command. So I will go to the block library. I know that in my computer, I have created one block library. So I will go to the browse the block and I want elevation. So we have created the window elevation. So these are the not window elevations, but we have to check it that either window elevation we have created or not. So these are the only plans. So that was not created here. So we don't find out any block. So I will go to my metric block here also. I will search for the 2D block and these are the elevation. These are the windows and I can check out that my window is of 1200 by 1200. So is it available? So that now we will just try to open here. So if it is okay, then that will come here and we will try to insert that. Yes, so this is the now window available and you can click it here. So this is the very much fantastic thing that if the window elevations are already available, you can quickly insert this. Now with this window, we have to also show the sajja. So here you can draw one rectangle from this side to this side. So here we have to offset the construction line by sajja thickness. So here I can also use offset. For the offset, I will use sajja thickness of 150 millimeter. So I will press enter, and this line I will offset at the top. Now at this, I have to show the rectangle. Dear friends, you see that I am just using the simple elements. For enhancing the elevation, you can show the different types of sajja. Now for the sajja, I will draw one rectangle which is extend from this sajja projection to this sajja projection, because these two lines are for the sajja projections that we have taken. So in this way, this we have shown. Now on the another both the side there is a sajja projection. So that also we have to show it here. So I will use the polyline command. From this line, the sajja will projected up to this line. Then I will take the front height as 100, and then I will show the inclined slope for the top of the sajja, and that is the sajja line I have created for the side window. So this also I can copy on this side. So I will go to this grip mode. I will bring the mirror command. Then in the mirror command, I will make copy, so it will get C. And then I will change the base point, so B will be there. And you can take the base point as the center of this line. And you can click down. So you can see that automatically this sajja was placed at this location. So this way we have also drawn the sajja. Now in the parapet also, if you want to show at all the different lines, so here you have to remember that for the parapet we have to take 1 feet wall first, and then beyond that you can have a grill. So then you have to offset this top line. So I will go for the offset, and that will be offset for 300. That is 1 feet height of the wall. So I will go here, and now within this column and all this, we can show the grills. So for that purpose, we can use the line from starting from this to no, this is actually, yes, column line. So yes, this is a column line. So I can just start from this, and then for the hall, we are having a complete balcony in the front. So with that, you can at least show the complete balcony, and you can go directly to here. So this will be your grill part. So that is also to be done properly. Now you can see that you don't require now these vertical lines and offset lines. So in this case, now you can close the rough layer. So I will click on this light and turn off the rough layer. So you can see that this was the nice elevation. At present, we have done with the available projections with the correct data. Now you have to see whatever the remaining things are there in this elevation. So you have to see that there are the steps at this bottom. So we have to show these steps. So again, that line already we have shown for the column. So we have to check with the projection that with the rough layer. So yes, so staircase steps will be from up to this line. So on the elevation layer shall be top one. You can go for the line here, and this line you can show till here. Now again I will close the rough layer and click on the elevation front view layer. So this was done. Now here you have to show the steps. So I will go to the 4 steps are there. So I will go to the center. So automatically it was the 2 part for the 900 millimeter height. And again now we have to bifurcate that. So I will just draw 2 lines, and by using the midpoint of this, I will show this was the 1 step and this was the 1 step. So these are the entry steps. So these are called as the threshold. And then now we will enter to the veranda. This is our column. Now in the veranda, we will take our line up to lintel level, because we require here some design element into this wall. So that also, if you want to do at all, so you can create some elevation, or this sajja also you want to continue it here. So you can take this line projection from this to this. So this will be sajja will be continued on this side, and then this line also you can show. So this is a slope one, and this is a very nice sajja we have shown. Because we have shown the sajja, now we have to trim these lines. So we will go to the trim line and we will trim this line and this line. So you can have this projected sajja for the lintel level for the veranda portion. And now with this, you can see that the most of the part of your elevation was completed. Now here also you have to show the your railings and grills. So for that again we have to take care of our column positions. So again I will once go to the rough layer and I will see that where are the columns. So one column is here. So I will quickly draw two lines for indicating this column at its location, because in the RCC this column will also come up top. Now with this, this is one part of the hall and this is one part of the veranda. So you can again bifurcate this and you can make the center of this also. So there we can also have one dummy column. So I will close again the rough wall. Now with this we can have one dummy column here. So for that we will just take the center of this line again, and I will draw one line, vertical line from this. And now this column width is required 230. So I will offset it by 115 distance. So 115 on this side and 115 on this side. So again this was the column I have shown, and this line and these lines are no more required. Now with this I have to trim the bottom part of this wall, because this is a plastered surface, and in this way this was the elevation. Now if you want to at all enhance the elevation, so you can have a thick plaster that we can call it as patta plaster. So you can show a one belt around this. So that also you can show in your elevation if you want at all, or you can have some of the designs. But now here another important part is you have to show the grill inside this. So to show the grill, we can directly use the hatch pattern. So we can see for that what are the hatch patterns are available here. So I will go to the hatch pattern. Now into that, for a grill purpose, we have to see that this is the general common grill size design you can use. So there are as many design may be there, but at present we will use for this. So I will click it here. Now you can see that because I have not changed the scale, so it is not appearing properly. So you can just check it with that hash pattern scale. You can try 10 here, and now you can just check out that what will be the hash pattern. So it is again showing little bit. So I can little more increase that. So I will make it 20. So enter, and I can check this here. Now it is appearing quickly. So you can see that again the spacing was very much reach near. So I can make this as 50 also. So with this 50 millimeter spacing, you can check the patterns here. This is the good grill pattern that we can take. So I will click it here. I will click it here, and I will click it here. So in this way, for all this, we have shown the grill which is with the proper dimension, but we require the top of the grill should be a thick polyline. So that also we have to take care. So I will use the polyline command. Now I want polyline from this end to this end. So I will go to the width option. I will increase the width of the polyline, and that polyline width I will take that top rod of the grill that is of 2 inches diameter, that is 50 millimeter diameter. So I have to give the width of the line as 50 at the start and 50 at the end, so that this line can be shown here. So I will just use this line. Now because I have taken the width, so it goes beyond 25 mm above the railing. So I have to shift this down. So I will just go to click here and move command by pressing the space bar, and then you can just take it by 25 mm down. So this is now properly aligned. Now this polyline you can copy for all the railings. So I will just make it move and C for copy, and now I will press here at the perpendicular direction, and now you can also place it here. Now here in this may be the dimension differ, because this was the different part of the wall. So I can just extend to this end, and in that way you can see that your 50 mm top railing part was there, and inside that you have shown the nice grill. So it is showing the parapet wall. Then the sajja you have also shown. Now if this same sajja is having sloping pattern, so here also again we have to take the projection from this point and show the line from this end to this end, because this is also one of the sajja on the window which is again coming up in the sloping direction. So in this way, this is our front elevation. Suppose you are adding some of the elements, then on this side you can show the compound wall cross section also if possible, and then some other things are there if you want to show. So that is also need to be shown onto this. But at this point you can just enhance some of the part. So in that way you can just show some symbol or some plastered work here, so that you can enhance this elevation. So if it is possible for you to identify that at present, the simple elevation I can enhance by just taking one strip for this part, and one strip from this line to this line, and then I will just show the plaster lines here. So I will just have a 6-inch thick pattern. So I will offset this line about by 150 millimeter. So that is done. And now I can offset it regularly by 150. So offset 150 and enter, and this line you can offset at more places. So this is done. This is done. This is done. So in that way, there are the grooves are there. These are the grooves you can show, and these are the pattern. So alternate pattern you can show the stripping into that rough plaster, so that you can highlight in the color. So for that purpose you can use the hash pattern. In the hash pattern you can use the sand texture. So that sand texture I can click it here. So you see that the scale was now 50. I have to check it to 1 again, and then we have to try this. Yes, this one and this one. So in this way I have shown the rough sand plaster strips for the below the window, and that elevation was little bit enhanced. So in this way, these are the few of the tricks that you can simply create your elevation. If now in our front view there may be a door, so you can easily insert the ready-made door which was available. So that is available with us. So that also you can do. And now in this elevation, the important is now we have to also give the name to this. This was a very simple elevation that I have created. But dear friends, in upcoming lecture, we will talk about the elevation of all the 4 sides, because that is required as a project drawing. When you think about the project drawing, so for all side elevations need to be developed. And this is again, you remember that this we have taken only the ground floor plan. Now we have could also enhance this. So this parapet part that will go again on the top, and above this there will be one extra floor. So that now we will edit it later on. Dear friends, in upcoming lectures, we will first create a first floor plan for this building. Now once the first floor was created, then depending upon this first floor, we will create it elevation here, and that elevation now we can place at the top of this, and this parapet and all these will move on that front elevation. So that way your vertical combined elevation can be there. So that you can do. Now the remaining part was there that you have to show some of the elements to enhance this simple elevation. So that can be done. There are few tips are there that now I will share. So first of all, it should be appear that this is a ground layer, and this is coming from the longer side. I am watching this elevation. So for that purpose, a simple trick that I always use. So first of all, I have to show the ground symbol here. So what I will do, I will just go to here, and yes, I have just taken one cross. Then I will copy this from here, C, and now I will move this for 2-3 locations. So this way we have shown the ground symbol. So you can now copy it you can copy it here and you can show it near to the plinth. So this is one location. Then on this side also you can take at this location and then add this location. So this is indicating that this is your ground line, and below that you have prepared your elevation. Now to make appear this is a ground line, so one again thing you can do, that you can offset these lines. So for that, what I will do, I will offset this by now just I will offset it by 25 mm. So this line will go just below. It is very small distance. If you feel this is very small, so then we can take also 50 mm. We will try 100 mm also. 100 mm. So now this line is 100 mm offsetted down. Then I will take the offset distance of 200 mm. So I will increasing it in serial order. Then I will take by 300 mm. Offset distance by 300 mm. And then offset distance by 400. And then offset distance by 500. So you can see that now showing these lines is indicating that the ground is going, and this was the front elevation. So these lines you can show always. Now if you want to show the car and all these things, so that also you can enhance here. So first of all, now we have to give the name to this. So I will use this ground floor plan. I will copy this and move and copy, and then I will go here at the center exactly above that, and I will just click here, and now I will edit this text. So this is our front elevation. So I will type here in the capital front elevation, and yes, you can click outside. So in this way, you have to remember for saving after every 5 or 10 minutes, so that your work will not get lost. In case your file was crashed or line was gone, laptop was shut down or computer was shut down, all this, to avoid these such accidents. So this was the very simple elevation. Now the another quick part you can do here by adding some of the blocks from our design center. So you can go to the here insert menu. We will search for the design center. So where will be, it may be, I think in view menu it is appearing here. So design center, I will go to this. So I have again opened to design center. Now in the design center, yes, so I will reduce this property dialog box. I will move this here. And now here I will search for the design center. So again, you have to remember that the design center folder should appear here. So where that folder that you need to identify. So again, the default history you can search. So this is not shown here. These are also the drawing from other drawing. Then in the folder, actually we have seen that it is in the C drive. So that path you have to remember: C drive, program file, then Autodesk. In the Autodesk 2025. So this 25 version. Then you have to go to the sample folder. So here this is a sample folder, and then here you can have in English US folder, and into that you will find out the design center. So dear friends, you have to see that this path shown at the bottom that you have to remember. Then you can only browse that design center. So I will open the design center here, and there I want landscape part. So this landscape, and then I will open to these blocks, and into that I can either have a sedan car. So if you want the car in the front elevation or in the side elevation, so that you can use, I will use here at least the palm tree. So that I will use, and that I will draw into my drawing. And then I want to show the some shrubs. So that shrubs also I will drag it here, and these two things I will add into my elevation. And apart from that, I will go to the here again design, instead of design center, I will go to the dynamic block. In the dynamic block, I will go to the architectural metric template. Here blocks I will open, and now you can see that there are different car elevation. I have find out vehicle. Yes, this was the vehicle. So this dynamic block I will insert here, and I will drag this. Or I can click it here and insert block. So okay, and that will come here. And now this I can use into my drawing elevation. So you can see that these are automatically proportionate drawing. So I will move this now door to this side, and you can just drag the point properly. So this may be you want some two small plants, so you can make this copy, move and copy, and you can little bit move ahead, and then you can scale it down. So you just click on the grip and stretch, move, rotate, scale. Scale is 0.75, and you can just show the small tree. So that is also quickly possible. You want some car, so you can go to this, and you can mirror that if you want the site to be shown differently. So at presently we can just place it from here to here. So this is an indicative position, so that you can do. If you want to at all hide, so these lines you can hide from your drawing. So that is required, as you require what is to be done nicely. So that I can do here by drawing the line up to this corner, and then I drawing this line from this bottom down, and this line now I will delete. So this I will delete, and this I will also delete. And now I have to continue this line till the top. So in that way you can also edit properly. So your car is appearing in front of that. So this additional line is also there. So you can move and you can drag up to here. And this line also you can edit. Yes. So in this way, dear friend, you can see that a simple elevation very nicely we have created. So I think that you have learned and noted down some of the important dimensions. Today I have indicated for creating such type of elevation, and you can see that this I have created by within only an half an hour. So with the explanation I am doing all these things. So that speed you need to be achieved for creating this type of nice elevation which are required for creating our portfolio drawing. There are certain more tips are there that we will continue in the upcoming lectures. So I hope that you have enjoyed the today's session. You can just type your question or your feedback in the chat box, or you can give your feedback how was the today's session. So thank you, goodbye, see you. That way you can give your feedback into the chat box, and then after a few minutes we will stop for the today's session. Now in overall in our today's session only less students are available, but those who have attended, I think that they have really gained some insights about creating the elevation. So how was this session? You just type in the chat box before ending this meeting, so that will give me the feedback regarding how you are feeling about these online sessions for the AutoCAD drawing, and then we will close for the today's session. Thank you once again. Waiting for your response. So thank you, Pratik, for giving your quick response. And there are few more tips are there that elevation that we are created today that we will see in the upcoming lecture. Thank you and goodbye for attending today's session. Once again, I will thanks to all of you. See you tomorrow again at the same time. Thank you once again.